One day I decided to go to Starbucks to get a cup of coffee. And so just as I was entering the door of Starbucks, there was this voice, "Hey, mister, buy me a cup of coffee." Well, now I'm in front of Starbucks, not a five and dime. So this man asked me to buy him a cup of coffee. And so I reach into my pocket to give him money to get a cup of coffee. And he says to me, "Mister, I didn't ask for your money. I asked you to buy me a cup of coffee. Don't give people your money." So I told him, "Come on," and we walked inside the Starbucks, and he ordered his coffee, and I ordered mine. When he got his coffee, he said to me, "Mister, sit with me for a while." And so I sat with the man as he drank his coffee and as I drank my coffee. And he began to tell me his story. He had just been released from jail. He had been downsized in his job. He lost his home. His wife left him and took his 2 children. He had nothing. He was hungry. He needed food. And so he stole money in order to buy food. Now, as I listened to his story and I listened to the man, I realized that he was not bitter. What he was sorry that he had made some poor choices in his life. And as a result of those poor choices, he was in the situation in which he was in. Now, he was simply waiting until the shelter opened so he could stay someplace safe overnight. Well, as that night came and I was praying backwards as I was thanking God for my day, I remembered the man. And I remembered our conversation. And I remembered that for that man, I might have been the only Christ he would meet that day. I was Eucharist for that man. And then as I prayed further, I realized that he was Eucharist for me. In today's gospel, Jesus prepares the banquet table. And as Jesus prepares the banquet table, he invites us to share in the banquet. The banquet provides food not just for the nourishment of our bodies, but banquet provides food for the nourishment of our souls. And so today, we are invited to partake of the body and blood of Jesus Christ. And when we partake of the body and blood of Jesus Christ, we are to become the body and blood of Jesus Christ to and for the world. We are to be bread broken and passed in a broken world. We are to be wine to be poured and shared in a broken world. It is not always what we eat at the table that make us Eucharist for one another. A friendly visit, a telephone call, a visit to a hospital, a visit to a prison, or simply having a cup of coffee with a stranger. "Hey, mister, buy me a cup of coffee."